He also used to give me sips of his beer during the bonfires up there. Sorry.
How old were you?
Really little. He taught me how to play marbles in the backyard and how to iron properly, which you learned in the Air Force. There are way too many memories to share from growing up. I loved going to the father's-daughter dances in high school with him. He had so much fun dancing, doing his foot stay in place, bobbing his shoulders up and down when he swayed to the beat of the music. I was lucky enough to learn how to golf, and we enjoyed going together. He would make time to do anything he could for all of us, whether it be watching the grandkids or animals, running errands with us, going to get a drink or a bite to eat with us, just stopping by our houses to say hi because he was in the neighborhood. He would do anything for any of us, no hesitation. He might grumble a little bit, but we know that he loved helping us. I am so beyond happy that my kids, Amanda, Hannah, and Levi, all got to be part of his life. He went to as many sporting events as he possibly could of all the kids and dance and cheer recitals. He was even on a bowling team with Amanda when we moved back to Yakima. He was the loudest of their supporters. It makes me laugh thinking about it. One time he was cheering so loud for Levi at a swimming event, and I was, "Dad, he can't hear you." And he goes, "I know, I'm just so excited for him." And then he turned to the person next to him and goes, "That's my grandson swimming." And she goes, "That's my grandson he's swimming against." And we all just started laughing. Hannah and Dad had a really close bond too. It was very special for me to watch that blossom the past couple of years. I will forever be his meaning. I would like to end this today with a poem. Life well lived, author unknown. A life well lived is a precious gift of hope and strength and grace from someone who has made our world a brighter, better place. It's filled with moments, sweet and sad, with smiles and sometimes tears, with friendships formed and good times shared and laughter through the years. A life well lived is a legacy of joy and pride and pleasure, a living and lasting memory our grateful hearts will treasure. Love you, Dad.
Well, there's absolutely nothing like father-daughter relationships that you all shared and had with him. And I mean, what a guy, you know, and I could see him dancing. I mean, I could see him trying to dance and all. I mean, just, you know, just a wonderful all-around guy. We didn't talk much about his son-in-laws, but I'm sure that there's stories there as well. But there's nothing like the relationships that you've all shared with him and had with him. Everybody in this room, I think, even if we consider ourselves family, and we worked with him. So you definitely all are, I mean, meant more to him than anything in the entire universe. And I'm never at a loss for words, really. But today I don't even know what to say other than I've said everything I can in regards of just enjoying John being a friend. And to know that many of you may have a story to share too. We have time for an open mic, and I know that Bob is, from Bob as a co-worker, has something he wants to share. And then after Bob shares, you're more than welcome to. If not, that's okay, because we're going to sing happy birthday in a minute, see his life in pictures, and also have a prayer. So, Bob, if you want to kick it off, that'd be wonderful.
So, like Kevin said, my name is Bob. I'm a funeral director, and John and I were co-workers, but John and I were really good friends. And I loved having John help me on services. And like Kevin said, Kevin covered about everything. So, but as Kevin said, John would try to come early as he could get there. And he would try to beat everybody to making coffee. There was always folders to be folded, and he'd go around and fill all of the candy dishes and everything in all the various rooms and everything like that. But he was just a great guy to work with, and he's really going to be missed. And I think most of all, we'll miss his smile and his jovial laugh, just having him around. So thank you.
I could say an awful lot about John too. He and I spent a lot of time together, helping each other. We did the same job. And John was a world-class backseat driver. I knew that. But I will remember some of the things he taught me about driving that I didn't know after 60 years of driving myself. And we'll think of him when I come into these situations that he told me about that I didn't know, that I know now. So we spent a lot of time together and we got to know each other really well. He was a product of the mean streets of Yakima. You know, he knew everything about every square inch of this town, and he always had some great stories about that. Now, is there anybody else that would
I think I'll just have you stand where you're at and not use the mic, because we've had our two guys use it, got close. So with our COVID thing going on, just stand where you're at and you can share, it would be awesome. We can hear you. You can pull your mask down if you want while you're sharing.
Grandma, you genuinely were one of my best friends, and I think about you every day and wish I could have one more moment with you. One more tight hug, one more I love you, one more car ride where we would sing together. As much as it hurts to know that you're gone, you have so many places in my heart and everyday routine. I miss the way you always called me Hannah Banana. I miss the way you always said, "Sweetie, please don't work too hard," while dropping me off at work every morning. The way you always questioned my weird jokes and actions, and the way you got so excited when I brought you milkshakes and lottery tickets. My favorite was chocolate, but you were so surprised every time I would bring you a new flavor. From being a child to an adult, my smile and heart grew each time when I saw your face and got to hug you a little longer. You have always been one of my biggest supporters in anything I've done. You've been my rock. From now on, when all of our songs come on in my car, I will sing them as loud as I can and think of you. When I let out a tear and wish you could be here to watch me grow, I know you are holding my hand in every step I make. I will cherish every picture, every conversation, every I love you and smile with you, because Grandpa, even though you're gone, you have always been my best friend, and I'm always going to be your Hannah Banana.
Thank you, Hannah Banana. Thank you. Others?
John being our oldest brother, I'm the youngest of the family.
Ah.
Been mentioned that he was stubborn. Well, I was supposed to be born on June 8th. I was born stubborn into this world. They induced my mom on June 22nd. So John and I would lock horns at times
No.
in our adult years. But as a little girl, I remember I was 15 years older, and we'd be out with friends or whatever, and I'd pick up the phone, thinking I'm using the phone, and telling, Mrs. Jones, is Johnny there? You tell Durward to send him right home, or ask, call for Durward or whatever, a friend of his. Of course, I just got the dial tone. He went into the Air Force, and Mom would be writing the letter, and she'd try to occupy me at the table with my crayons, and I drew him beautiful pictures, my scribbles that supposedly she mailed to him. I don't know if she did or not, but I just had this great love for my big brother. I was in high school, and our other brother had taken me to see a movie called Wild in the Streets, and it was about everybody over 30 was too old, and basically they did away with them. You couldn't trust someone over 30 anymore. And we had just seen the movie the night before, and John came over, maybe it was his birthday, and I says, well, you're 30 now, I can't trust you anymore. Flippant, stupid teenage kid. Silly remark, thinking, well, of course he knows about this movie or whatever. I didn't know until just a handful of years ago that had hurt him really deeply. And I never knew. And it wasn't meant to hurt him. It was never meant to not trust him. It was just a silly, flippant remark, to be silly or funny. And so to learn that he carried that for so long, and would never confront me about it or never say anything, but yet just loved me. But so it was good to kind of finally apologize for having hurt him and learning that. But it's my big brother. I'll always love him from here through eternity.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Others? Anybody else have a little something?
John was a good big brother to us. The oldest of six. He had his friends around. He'd bring them to the house, and I remember 2 or 3 of them, John, Mom would stand making pancakes, and they'd always have contests to see who could eat the most. But John, he would involve his friends with us, little siblings and stuff, and I thought that was just so cool. They played poker with us, taught us how to play poker. Where's these little kids? I'm not sure if they tried to rob our piggy banks or if they really like playing that with us little kids. But I remember St. Joseph's was having some big centennial thing. I don't know if it was the city centennial or what it was, celebration, big carnival thing. And his friend Paul had a Volkswagen bug. And he crowded all of us kids in that. We stopped and picked up a couple of Donna's friends. That thing was just absolutely loaded and hauled us all there and stayed and had fun with us, took us all home. It just seemed like such an incredible thing. You know, I mean, his friends could have probably filled the car up, and yet he put all of us in there too, you know, to share the day with us. And I just remember Donna and John dancing together, you know, the old 50s swing stuff, and he'd pick her up and swing her around. And I just thought it was so cool that they did that together. One time Mom and Dad were gone. I don't know where they took a trip and kept us kids home. And John and Donna were watching us. And we were supposed to be sitting down having dinner, but we had the radio on. And I remember who, Brigida, Bill and I think were stomping around and dancing. And we had the old laugh and plaster ceilings. And the ceiling came tumbling down in the living room on us.
Wow.
And
You were dancing all right.
John just pitched in and cleaned it up. It was just, I mean, you know, he probably yelled at us. I remember stopping, I don't know. But I mean, he was there for us, and we love you, John.
That sounds like John. Clean it up. Others?
I wanted to share that growing up, he was nearly 10 years older than me, so I don't remember us interacting a whole bunch. But I do remember in the summer when he wouldn't have to wear a shirt, Chrissy and I would insist, we don't have to wear shirts either. It's hot. I think one thing that I marvel at, because with the 10-year difference, I don't know that I really knew him. And then we become adults, and it was so beautiful to think, we're just equals now, and we're fun people, and we like each other. You know, the years didn't matter.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I'm like Uncle John, I'm a crier.
Well, that's okay.
A few weeks ago, if you would have asked me about life, I would often tell people there were 2 men in my life that never let me down. My amazing husband, my brother. And then everything happened with Uncle John, and it makes you reflect on life. And I can't say that there were 2 men that never let me down, because Uncle John was one of those men who never let me down. We all know that things in life and family happen. There were a couple of times that he didn't have a house with 4 girls. He had a house with 6.
Oh, there you go.
He made room no matter what. And younger, there were some books that were made for me. Teresa Ann. But I'm not Teresa Ann. And I really, really, really had a hard time with that. And Uncle John knew that. And one time he said to me, honey, that's okay. Because you and Teresa are a part of each other. And we all love you. From coming over to the house and making goulash and getting out Sandy arguing about how it's supposed to be made.